You're listening to Boomer and the Beard, the pulse of Americana, with your beautiful bearded host, Zach Walker, Alabama's best no-holds-barred, constitutionally conservative, Christ-centered talk radio. If that don't fire you up, then your wood's wet. Now, it's time for your bearded host, Zach Walker.
Good morning. Welcome in to Boomer and the Beard. I'm Zach Walker, your big, beautiful bearded host. I'm so thankful you've chosen to join us this morning, as each and every morning you tend to do. So hopefully more of you are, this is not good for me to say this, but I just want to be honest with you. Hopefully more of you are sleeping today than normal and getting some rest. We certainly wish that we were. Jonah probably is, but the majority of us have decided to figure out a way to make it. And Connor is up and live producing from his home, where he is probably very warm. The roads were not bad this morning at all, actually, which was surprising. We were not sure, and so as a team, a three-man team, me, Hayden, Ronald, we pulled the camper. We pulled Operation Camper last night, which we told you some about yesterday, but it went off well. We never lost power. But in case we did, we had extra gas, we had generators, we had, you name it, we had it. We were ready to go. Hayden lost a lot of money in poker and blackjack. Ronald didn't fare so well either. I took everyone's money. That was fantastic. Other than that, pretty laid back night. We did some rodent hunting, which when it gets really cold.
The mice.
When it gets really cold, the rodents will come in, and we found them. We're in a big warehouse. This is where this is built, by the way. This is not like a normal office building. We've got rats running around. We're not fancy. We're not in, like New York or
Virginia. We don't have mice in Virginia. They stay
rats.
south.
You have rats.
No, we have
vermin.
Yeah. I know where you're going with that, but I was going to try to think of something worse, but I couldn't.
Ralph Northam.
Yeah.
That's worse.
I was going to say a possum was worse, but then I was like, I don't know.
Possums are not worse. Well, I don't know. They're pretty rare. They're mean.
Yeah.
They're freaking mean, man. Hayden, how are you, buddy?
I'm good. Well rested, and
did you make it over?
A long drive this morning. What?
Would you make the drive over pretty well?
Yeah.
Not a slick spot anywhere on the road, was there?
No.
Connor, I was. Connor, you've got Connor in here on the phones, Hayden?
Yeah, I do.
All right, Connor, how are you, buddy?
I'm doing good. Can you hear me?
Yeah, it's a little delayed, but we've got you. Roads aren't bad this morning. I was going to text you and let you know, but apparently, I think the timeline just missed is what happened. I think the rain stopped before it got cold enough to really do harm. Yeah. And so we ended up with roads that were dried out by the time it got cold, and there is no reason that we've seen. Now I get maybe out in the county or whatever, maybe in certain areas, but you live up in New Hope and you drove here,
New Market,
close enough.
But yeah,
it's new something. All right,
it's really old, but
that's fair. But you live the furthest away, and our parking lot's not even iced.
Yeah, yesterday
was way slippier. Slippier? Slippier? More slippy. But anyways, Connor, how are you, buddy? You doing well?
I'm doing all right, yep.
Yeah, you enjoy this being at home thing, don't you? Get like
nice.
10 minutes
yeah.
extra sleep.
I'm sitting in here with the lights off and a blanket on.
Lights off and a blanket on. Yeah, that's how, long walks on the beach and
Bam.
bow chicka bow wow.
I've been feeling lonely, baby. I don't know why that song popped in my head.
I don't either, to be honest with you. I'm not entirely sure why that one was the one you went to, but it was. And so there you are. If you guys are up and with us and you'd like to call and give us some road reports, because I know some of you red-blooded American patriots are going to work this morning. I'd love to hear some road reports. 866-494-9866. 866-494-WVNN. If you want to give us a call, we would love to hear what the roads look like in your areas. But as far as we can tell, and everything that we have seen and driven over, and whatever, the roads are absolutely dry. They're I mean, they're isolated slick spots certainly.
Sure,
But
all
as
the
far
normal-
as
yeah.
far as widespread ice, it didn't happen.
The walk from the camper to the studio was pretty dry.
Yes, the walk from the camper to the studio was
I didn't
was
slip.
definitely
I didn't
dry.
slip one time.
No, you
So-
did not. No, but you did. You did refuse to get out of bed, and it cost you 2 hours of sleep.
What?
You refused to get out of bed this morning, and I'm just curious.
Um,
Why? Like you had to go to the restroom,
Oh,
and so
well,
you just refused to get out of bed.
yes. You know that happened.
Why?
Oh, I mean, because it was cold in the shop.
I had the heater on in the shop.
No, well,
It
the
was
heater,
52 in the shop.
That's still cold. That's cold. Like if you're my stature with my
Oh God!
feminine,
It's 14 outside. Though,
yeah.
So.
Well, hey, it's still
I didn't
still
make you
cold
go
in the
pee on a
shop.
bush.
It's
Could have made
hard.
you go pee in the backyard.
I mean, I would have if I really had to, but
well, if
it was
the
just-
ice was bad, you could have helped out
I
right here
could-
around the door. You know, if you'd have just
It would have refroze. Doesn't things that are hotter refreeze?
doesn't or don't.
Don't. Like you know how like when people boil water and then they throw it up in the air, doesn't like hot water freeze faster for some
So wait,
reason?
let me hold on. Help me understand the logic on the question you're asking.
Like you were
So,
saying that
hold
my
on.
okay.
Let me ask. You let me frame my question. You're saying because the way water freezes, just to be clear, is it gets below a certain temperature, and so you're saying in order to make it freeze faster, you create a temperature significantly greater than that of frozen to then make it freeze faster.
Look, Zach, I'm not saying I understand the physics behind it. I've just always been told that if you boil a pot of water and you throw it up in the air under freezing conditions, or maybe it's a certain temperature, that it turns to snow really quick.
Connor, do you have any thing to add to that by chance?
Yes, Merit Scholar, please enlighten us.
I don't have any specific insight, but Ronald's way sounds right, so I'm going to go with him.
Wait, wait a minute. Hold on. Captain Fact Check is just going to take a swing here? You're just going to take a shot in the dark and see how I want some of that favor. I want some of that. Good gracious. I'm talking about
I do that when the stakes are low.
the stakes are that's true. The stakes are very low. Let's see what Google says. Does hot
so he's
water
right. So he's
Shut
right.
up, Ty.
How am I right?
Because the observation that warmer water freezes more quickly than cold water, hence the faster freezing, and the warm water evaporates rapidly, which causes that effect.
But here's
like
here's the question though. My pee is body temperature. It's not going to be hot enough, or it's not going to. But that's going to freeze.
Once it hits down, it stays there.
Yeah.
Versus the flash freeze.
So my pee will not freeze quicker than cold water.
Your
Right.
pee will not. I don't know. I didn't quite understand what hot water can in fact freeze faster. It's called extremely counterintuitive. Surprised most scientists. It's a phenomenon.
It surprised you,
Yeah,
and
that's
you're not.
correct.
You're not even
It's
a scientist.
called the Impemba effect. Did you just say that?
Yeah, he in
Did you
Pimba.
say Impemba?
Well, I said
I think
skipped
I
that,
think I
just the
said
process
Impemba.
of the
Oh, the
flash
Impemba
freeze.
effect. I got one road report coming in from one Dale Jackson. He said Memorial Parkway is good. No ice, taking the police barricades down.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
I
So
didn't
even
drive-
the
I didn't
overpass
drive around it, but I drove past them onto the secondary road.
Yeah, he went around him in his Jeep. He just climbed him in his Jeep. So even Memorial Parkway, the barricades on the overpass are coming down. So if the overpasses are good,
That means 565.
that means 565 is going to be wide open. That means that we took a lot of precautions last night for no reason, but that's why precautions are taken, right? Is in case because if we would have gone home last night, it would have. I mean, there'd have been inch ice everywhere. It'd have been a skating rink to get up here. We'd have literally had to pull out our ice skates to make our way up here. Can you imagine ice skating that many miles from my house to here, Ronald? I don't know that Apollo Ono guy wouldn't even want to do that. What was his name? He looked like
Apollo Ono.
He
No.
looked
Oko-
like Rico Suave with ice skates.
Yeah, but he was tiny. He was a small guy, wasn't he? He was like 5'2".
Really?
I think so.
Yeah,
He was big though. He
Might have been.
he was built.
Well, to be 5'2", his legs are probably pretty. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
camera
probably
adds
stout.
10 pounds, right? So
I've been saying for the last year it's added 60, but turns out I'm wrong. Is that what you're saying? So yeah, we'd love to hear from your ice experience, Ice Apocalypse 2021. And look, all you idiots out there that are like, "Oh man, the weather missed us." Like, this is called dodging a bullet. You should be like, there was a period of time in my life where when I would get super prepped like this and then it wouldn't happen, I would be frustrated because it's like, man, I want to see the use for my preparation. Like, I want to see, I want to be able to use that generator
I mean, you still could.
I want to be able to use that gasoline out there. I want to be able to use those extra things for propane because I busted my tail trying to get everything together yesterday.
Yeah.
But the fact that, like, we don't prepare because we want to use the preparator. Like, it's so that we don't have to. You know what I'm saying? Like, we should be thankful that the ice missed us because that level of ice, with the amount of water that came out of the sky yesterday was unreal. I mean, it was unbelievable. That amount of water, if it's ice, brings the power. Like, we look like Texas. There's 4 million people without power in Texas right now. This is not one of those fun kind of, oh, it's snowy outside, go play with little Johnny. This is ice brings down power lines, and we all lose power for a week or for 2 or 3 days. So don't be that guy. Don't go, oh, man, well, it missed us. Darn. This is not a freaking snowstorm, man. Like, this would have sucked. We might have been stuck up here at the studio for another day or two. I mean, kind of a deal. And
I'd be okay with that.
What are you saying about my wife's cooking?
No, that's not it. I just wanted to spend time with you, man.
Oh,
just
okay.
spend time with you.
This is Boomer and the Beard. We'll be right back.
Boomer and the Beard. Boomer and the Beard.
Boomer and the Beard.
When people walk through our doors, they all see something different.
A treehouse.
Our dream home.
Our cabin in the woods.
A new golf course community.
When you have every conceivable building material imaginable in place, the possibilities are limitless.
Purcell Lumber and Mill Shop. Let us bring your home improvement project to life. The best products and name brands in residential and commercial building supplies. From lumber to Benjamin Moore paints, DeWalt tools, custom millwork, doors, and more. Looking for something specific? Our friendly and knowledgeable staff is here to make sure you find the products you need to complete your home projects. Pay a visit today to Purcell Lumber and Mill Shop on Clinton Street in Athens and online at purcelllumberandmillshop.com. Or for questions, give us a call at 256-232-6320. Purcell Lumber and Mill Shop in Athens, where builders, remodelers, and home improvement specialists come to shop.
Remember being in your favorite sport clips, getting set for that great MVP haircut experience? Yeah, how about if we made that wait even shorter? Now, with Sport Clips On Deck text alerts, when you check in online or with our app, we'll text you a 15-minute heads up when it's time to head in. And when you're the next man up, you'll get another text to come take your seat. Less wait time, more prime time. Sport Clips. It's good to be a guy.
Bye, hun. Running late. Love you.
Hey, hon, you forgot your coffee.
For the days you need it most. Don't worry. Perk up and percolate with us.
Put some love in your day with Just Love Coffee Cafe in Huntsville. From our award-winning specialty coffee to our unique and quirky menu, our customers at Just Love Coffee have found us to be a great spot for the highest quality coffee, breakfast, brunch, lunch, or dinner. You'll want to try our delicious waffles, wraps, sandwiches, and more. At Just Love Coffee, we're the place to go when you're by yourself, but don't want to be alone. We're the place to go when you want to catch up with friends. We're the start and end point of your morning run. Stop by the Just Love Coffee Cafe today on Memorial Parkway Southwest in Huntsville, and friend us on social media at Just Love Huntsville and brewing soon at Just Love Madison on Hughes Road across from Madison City Hall. Just Love Coffee. Eat, drink, love.
The Dale Jackson Show, weekday mornings only on WVNN.
Ice, baby. Don't turn that down. All right, stop.
Surviving Ice Apocalypse 2021 is Boomer and the Beard. We are here. We tried to get Ty to join us up here last night. He would not come. He had other more pressing issues, which I didn't know. So I will withhold my jabs at him.
Tried to get Jonah this morning. He just decided not to, right?
We didn't even have to try. Jonah was the first to let us know he didn't have what it took to make it across the bridge.
That's the Jonah effect.
Yeah, well, it's because it's certainly not the ice effect because it is dry as a bone out there. I know that. But Jonah wanted to sleep in this morning. You know, I'm not mad at him.
Hey, it's fine.
Hey, look, it's not his job. He's just you know, he's a much needed, much welcomed addition that we're okay without today.
Sure.
Yeah. So get some sleep, buddy. Hope you're resting well because I noticed he hasn't jabbed back on Facebook yet, so he's definitely back asleep. There's no way he's up listening right now. I'll bet you $5 he's not awake. Anybody want to take that action?
No.
Okay. Anybody want to take that action? Hayden, you're on a roll right now betting. You want to take that action?
No,
you sure?
No, I'm good. Yeah.
How blackjack work out last? Let's talk about that for a moment. So
let's not talk.
No, let's talk about this. Let's just talk about gambling in general. So I'm a huge fan of Texas Hold'em. Big fan. Played it my whole life. I mean, as long as I can remember, I've been playing Texas Hold'em for money. Okay, and it got to a very unhealthy point without Jesus, where I mean, I hope my wife's not listening. I think it's too early for her to be awake. But, I mean, there'd be 5 figures on a game, right? And so, like, it was a very unhealthy place to be in when gambling is that level.
Sure.
Because it's gambling. Some people have that mindset of, I play poker for a living. Great, but you're a gambler, meaning it's a toss-up.
Yeah, you don't know what's going to
You're
happen.
literally that's right. And because it's a game of Texas Hold'em is a game of great skill, certainly, as they were witness to.
And I got better as the night went on.
You did. No, you got a lot better as the night went on.
And then I just lost interest in that.
He did lose it. Well, let's not carry it away. I beat you a couple hands in a row, and then you lost interest.
Yeah, but
I don't know what came first.
It had been 3 hours though. It had been like 3 hours, and I felt like I gave it a good.
I just want to be clear. We'd been playing for about 20 minutes, and I got a hand, and so I pushed all in just to see what they would do. They both called. So within 10 minutes, I had cleaned everybody out once.
It started at 20 minutes. Now it's 10 minutes.
Well, 20 minutes, whatever it was.
See how the story continues to go.
Look, that's not an exaggeration thing. That's a memory thing. Call it an hour. Who cares? It's still funny. Within the first third of our night, I had taken everyone out, and so then I felt bad about it because I was like, I want to keep playing. Like I don't want to.
Now it's not fun anymore.
Yeah, I don't like. I want to keep playing. Hayden's over there pouting.
Took advantage of poor
Hayden's over there pouting like somebody just stepped on his cat.
I came back and then you wouldn't let me quit. You were like, "No, you can't quit," because I came back up.
Is that why you kept sitting there begging us to play blackjack?
That's why. Then I did want to play blackjack.
Yeah, then I wanted to play blackjack. So Ronald had some. He had to buy in twice. Hayden had to buy in twice, and I didn't have to buy in at all because I got all my money back. But they said, hey, let's play a little blackjack, and I said, well, I'll stake the house. And so I'm curious out there if you're listening and you know any of these odds, or Connor, maybe you could look this up, and Hayden will unmute you so you could chime in. But the odds of being the blackjack dealer on the dealer side, I think that's a bet I take, regardless of how big the bets are, anytime. Like if somebody wants to play blackjack and wants to play $100 a hand, I will all day long be the bank, without question. Because statistically speaking, and I would love to know if there's something out there to prove me wrong or to say otherwise, doesn't the house always win? Otherwise,
unless you know how to count cards, then the house won't win.
Not with me dealing, you won't. You count that nose broke is what you'll count.
Well, it's just statistics.
I'm sorry?
Statistics.
Words are hard this morning.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. Really, English is tough.
They are. It's really
Between
tough.
that and precipitation, you are screwed, sir.
Yep.
All day long, he'd be like, "Is there going to be any more participation out there?" And I'm like, "I don't. What do you want to participate in?
All day.
All day. We're going to participate.
Trophies
100%.
or what?" Connor, have you been able to find any statistics on blackjack, the house, who wins mostly, like what that ratio is?
But that's why card counting is illegal
Nothing specific. Connor's in blanket mode this morning, and I'm not mad at him for it. I wish I was in blanket mode. I miss my bed mode is the mode I'm in because I slept in a coffin.
But it was a comfortable coffin.
I just want you to know how much I love you, Ronald.
How much?
Did you see where I slept?
Well, I appreciate that, but it was your choice. I think you were kind of pushing it.
I know, but that's why I said, do you know how much I love you? Because you wouldn't have asked me to switch.
No, I wouldn't have. I'd have just
I didn't realize. What we should have done was we should have put Hayden in the coffin. I should have slept in the bed, and you should have slept on the couch because that couch is bomb diggity. But Hayden, because he's
No,
young
I
and
enjoyed where I
vibrant,
slept.
really wanted. He wasn't ready to go to bed because I watched him walk in and out like 3 more times after I went to bed, and so he was on a Marlboro break, I think, and so I watched him walk in and out like 3 more times from my perch in the coffin, the elevated coffin, and I keep saying that people are like, what is he talking about? So in the camper, there is a second so there's one bed in the bedroom. It's a queen size bed, full size queen.
Yeah.
Plenty of room.
Yeah.
But
Plenty
now
of
you got to
room.
get your head up underneath the overhanging area, which is a little bit odd when you sit up too fast.
I did almost smack it
Yeah.
twice,
And
like
so-
going down and coming up.
And so and this is like a 20-foot camper, not a big camper. It's a 20-foot camper with one bump out. It's not mine. It's one that a buddy of mine needs a place to store his camper, and so I let him store it in our yard in the back at the office, and then I get to use it. And so I use it like it's mine, and I'm very, very thankful that he does this because it's a good arrangement for me. I don't have to buy a camper. And so it's like a 20-footer. It's got a dual bunk bed set up. It's got a kitchenette that makes into another bed, which would be wildly uncomfortable to sleep on if you had to. And then it's got the... Have you? Well, but I don't know about this
you're a grown
particular
man.
kitchenette.
It's like where the
yeah, but
table
it's
goes
not.
down.
But this
Oh,
particular
this one?
kitchenette,
Oh, okay.
and
People
so,
under the weight limit of 100 pounds would probably enjoy sleeping on it.
My
just
son
fine.
would sleep on it just fine.
Yeah.
He wouldn't
Yeah.
care. But anybody over like 3.5 foot tall, it basically outside of like if you don't fit in the North Pole with Santa and his elves, you're probably not going to enjoy. If you're bigger than that, and so. As we're sitting there, I mean, we stayed up till it's probably 8:30, and the old men were ready to go to bed. We're starting to kind of because neither of us slept well last night because we were driving back from the night before last. We were driving back from the airport, and every time I drive like that, especially because that drive was sketchy, and that's a butt pucker, and that's one of those drives like your adrenaline's still pumping when you get home because it's kind of like driving a NASCAR race or driving some kind of race where it requires a tremendous amount of effort and energy.
You've driven a NASCAR race?
In my head, I mean, I played one on the Xbox 360.
I played it on a TV.
I've driven at Talladega, so I get what he's saying.
See,
Yeah.
there, that
Yeah.
I knew that, and that's what I was speaking
With
directly
what
to
kind
him.
of car?
The Corvette.
Oh, that's nice.
They have what's called the Talladega Experience.
Yeah, I've heard of
Well, it was
that.
personal vehicles. It was like a track day. We went around.
Oh, see,
You think they'd let
track
me get
day.
my Prius on there?
No doubt,
That'd
souped up.
Might slide off the.
Off the bank, come off the.
It
berm.
can't go fast enough to like keep
Well,
it up.
keep it
to
up.
keep it up.
As long as you can get it going 80, you're good.
Yeah.
Has the Prius ever done 80?
I mean, yeah, it gets up there. It's a good. I mean, it's a 4-banger, so I mean, it has
Look at him
has
trying
power.
to talk. Look at him trying. Oh, it's a 4-banger.
Yeah.
Naturally aspirated.
I mean, I don't.
105 horsepower.
How many horsepower does a Prius have?
I don't even know, but they're quite heavy because of the battery system in the back. But I get 45 miles to the gallon.
I'm sorry?
45 miles to the gallon.
You are
miles,
English is
gallon to the
killing you
miles.
today.
Gallon. Yeah, it is. It's going to kill me all day too. I can feel it. My tongue is tied. Got to get some more coffee.
121 horsepower in the 2021. What year is yours?
2008. Yeah. 2008. 100.
Throwback.
Yeah. But I'm sure it's not much. It's probably less, but probably not.
That'd be 110. I think you nailed it.
No, I think he was
Nailed it.
He was close.
I think he straight up said 110 horsepower.
Okay, whatever.
So, as I was saying,
I can get farther. Like, you know what? That's the turtle and the hare race right there.
Oh my god.
The Prius is the turtle. All y'all
and everything
diesel
else
trucks
on the
up here
road. No,
is the
literally,
hare.
literally,
Yep.
everything else on the road is the hare.
Yep. 100%.
Well, not the Jeep until I run out of gas, because then he would smoke me after that.
Yeah. Well,
slow and slow. Wait, whatever. Never mind.
Smooth as fast.
So as I was saying before we went off this tangent, Hayden went to bed early, or we went to bed earlier last night. We were both a little tired from the night before. Hayden stayed up. Hayden, how late did you stay up, buddy?
Probably till 10 o'clock.
Good gosh. Why?
I don't know. Just
Watching
I was
that
just laying there
Netflix.
watching TV, being comfortable.
He's like,
getting
I only had
comfortable, and then
5 feet to
fell
go to
asleep
work.
naturally.
He said fell asleep naturally. If I fell asleep naturally, I'd be in bed at 4 o'clock. If it was natural,
I mean, don't we
your boy
all?
would just fall over.
I mean, unless you're high on something, don't we all fall asleep naturally?
That's a very solid point.
I mean, so what would be naturally ill?
Unnatural.
Oh my gosh, words are hard this morning. Jeez,
I personally believe that U.S. Americans
Finally,
are
something.
unable to do so.
I'm just kidding. Naturally, do we? I guess unnaturally would be like, would melatonin be considered unnatural?
I mean,
Yeah,
melatonin.
like taking like a sleeping pill or something. That's unnatural. You aren't naturally going to sleep.
I think melatonin is unnatural. I mean, it's a natural substance,
but
you're taking additional, and it's changing your biochemistry.
Mm-hmm.
So I would call that an additional thing.
Yeah.
Anybody disagree?
No.
Okay.
Well, I guess I think like just like laying down, going to sleep versus like you're in a chair and then
you're out,
and
bro.
You're like
you just passed out.
Well, I mean, there's certain acts you can do that make you go to sleep more easily.
Yeah, like breathing exercises.
Yeah.
And don't drink coffee before bed.
Mm-hmm.
Exercise, work out. That kind of thing.
Well, working out gets you pumping, but that takes a little time to relax it back again.
But working out during the day sometime helps you go to bed when the time. I'm not saying like if you go to bed at 9, work out at 8. I'm saying if you work out at some point during the day, you will rest better at night. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Do you agree, Dr. Ronald?
Yes, I do. Thank you. Thank you for exploring that with me.
You're very welcome. How does it make you feel? This is Boomer and the Beard. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
Big, beautiful, bearded host.
Boomer and the Beard.
And even our old fart co-host.
Boomer and the Beard. Boomer and the Beard.
Boomer and the Beard. This is News Talk 770 AM, 92.5 FM, WVNN. News starts now.
Arctic blast throughout the middle part of the country. The pre-dawn temperature in Dallas near zero. Nearly 4 million homes and businesses have no power. Tina Daniels doing what she can in Houston.
I've been back and forth from the car to inside the house to, keep warm and to charge my phone.
A suspected tornado tore through Brunswick County, North Carolina, south of Wilmington.
I understand there's 5 houses. 4 of them collapsed, one of them disappeared, and there's also missing people in Roseberry Court area.
That's police dispatch. They're from Broadcastify. 3 people we now know were killed. If the weather does hold, President Biden will be heading to Milwaukee tonight, part of his push to get Americans to support his nearly $2 trillion COVID relief bill. He'll hold a socially distanced town hall. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi announcing Congress will take the steps to establish a September 11th-style commission to investigate the insurrection at the U.S. Capitol. So far, she's appointed retired General Russell Honore to look into an issue where a report on Capitol security. Sherry Preston, ABC News.
Steve? Steve! Oh, sorry. I have sleep apnea and my machine isn't set up.
It's the 3rd time this week you've napped at your desk. I use AeroCare and was set up the very next day.
I've been waiting a week for someone to call.
AeroCare is amazing, and now I sleep like a baby, just not at work.
AeroCare specializes in all respiratory equipment. If you have sleep apnea or in need of oxygen, let AeroCare set you up. Call 256-469-3900. Let us help you breathe a little easier.
Are you tired? Do you suffer from chronic fatigue, neuropathy, or joint pain? Call Madison Integrative Medicine. Our amazing staff will provide an individualized patient experience focused on your overall health to treat the cause, not just the problem. Utilizing both traditional and natural medicine. Don't let the symptoms become overwhelming. Treat them preventatively with Madison Integrative Medicine on Slaughter Road in Madison. Call 256-325-0955. That's 325-0955.
For up-to-the-minute news, log on to WVNN.com. Depend on it.
Welcome back to Boomer and the Beard. I'm Zach Walker, your big, beautiful bearded host. So thankful that you join us here each and every day. Be sure to go to boomerandbeard.com. That's Boomer and Beard. Spell out the word and to join us anytime, anywhere, any place. Make sure that you're subscribing to the podcast. That is our number one focus right now is the podcast. And so we are hoping that you will join us on that journey. In other news, does anyone watch Deadliest Catch? Do I have any other Deadliest Catch aficionados amongst me?
I don't follow it, but I've watched it.
Like, what do they catch in Deadliest Catch?
Crab.
Okay.
Yeah. And you need to make sure you talk right into your microphone because I'm having a hard time hearing you this morning. I am a big Deadliest Catch fan. probably one of my favorite shows of all time. My son as well. And I'm really sad today because news of deckhand Nick McGlashan, who he's fought addiction hard for a long time publicly on the show. He overdosed and died yesterday. And it's just really sad, dude. It's just really sad, especially as an addict. Like, you see somebody that loses their fight to it, and it's just like, man. I'm thankful that I never, in my addiction, I never got to, my fear of needles helped me a ton because I was so scared of it that I never went down that path, and that was the path he was down, was heroin. And heroin will own your life before you know it. It will take control. Unfortunately, I mean, this dude starred in 80 episodes, man. Like, he was a staple of the show. And he was a seventh-generation fisherman and was named after his great-uncle, who was a pioneer in the crabbing industry. And apparently what got him this time, listen to this cocktail: meth, cocaine, fentanyl. Jeez. We call that the cocktail. Good gracious. Golly.
Depending on any combination of just one of those would take somebody out.
Yeah. Yep. For sure. So, yeah, there's that in a little bit of Hollywood news. Another little bit of Hollywood news that I know none of us really care about all that much. Meghan Markle, Prince Harry having another kid. Yay. You know what, though? Let me tell you something.
Meghan Markle's hot.
She's not ugly. I'll put it that way.
She's not ugly. I watched, what show was that? Yeah, Suits.
I watched Suits religiously.
Yep.
Never missed an episode. My wife and I were on board with that show from the. It got a little rough there at the end.
Well,
they started GDing and MFing, and no, they started like on network television. The language got a little rougher. I just remember there being some more just senseless GDs in there, and it's like, God.
What season did she leave? She left
one before the last, or two before the last.
Yeah, that's when we kind of stopped.
That
watching.
was we watched all the way through because once you commit to something, we don't quit in our family, but. We don't just bail on something because we're not.
Because you're not committed.
Yeah.
Don't just, you always finish.
Okay.
I didn't mean it like that.
Okay. Easy. You know what I've always found interesting though is the British royal setup, the setup they've got going over there, the monarchy. Mm-hmm. It is really interesting to me the way that whole thing works.
They're not royal no more, are they? They backed out.
Yeah, they're not. But that was just they were.
Oh, that was a segue.
He's still Prince. They didn't just start calling him Harry Dog. Like, yo, what up, Harry Dog? What up, Harry Man?
What up, Harry?
What up, Harry?
Harrison.
Harry. No, I mean he's still Prince Harry, so he's always a royal. He's not what they call an active royal, right? Like, you either are an active royal and you get paid for being a royal, or you're just a royal. Doesn't change the fact that you're royal. Royalty's in your blood.
So I'm royal.
No.
I'm just not paid for it right now.
Your name is not Prince Ronald.
Well, I mean, we could change that.
We could. Well, actually, we talked about getting a sir or a knighthood or whatever. I'm going to be Sir Zach before long, or
you
Lord.
Get was that square
piece
foot
of land in
Scotland to be a lord?
That's right, Lord Zach. But the Crown, one of my favorite shows of all time.
My wife and I watched that.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
The Queen, the actress that played the Queen pretty much the whole way through was unreal. I mean, start to finish. I mean, because they changed the actress, twice? The young one, the middle-aged one, and the old one?
The old, yeah. Yeah, the young
or was it
adult,
just
the
two?
young adult, I think it was two. I mean, they flash back to when the young adult was a girl, but the young adult Queen Elizabeth was a majority of the show, and then they flipped to her in her elder years, or she's still around, but just an older version.
Yeah, my wife watches it religiously. I can't really get into it.
Well, it's over now.
Oh, well, she watches like it. She's watched it, I think, 3 times through.
Wow, that's a commitment there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we don't pay attention to each other, so we just watch our own shows. That's just the way it happens sometimes.
Okay.
She watches The Crown. I play Xbox. You guys know how the cycle goes.
I did hear on the news they already have bets out on the name.
Oh, really?
For the baby.
Golly, what was the first one? Let's see, Archie, yeah.
Oliver, and then of course if it's, they threw out Diana in case if it was a girl.
Now that would be cool. That would be really cool, actually. I've watched some things on Diana, and it's interesting, man.
Mm-hmm.
There's some crazy conspiracy theories out there.
Oh yeah,
some crazy, and a lot of them.
Well, the Crown touched on some of those where it's like, wow, that makes a lot of sense.
Some of those have some merit, I think.
Yeah,
I think there's. I mean, dude, the Crown doesn't play, man. They don't play, and the fact is, I don't know. I'm not gonna whip up a bunch of conspiracy theorists. You know how it is with those conspiracy theorists. They'll get all whipped up into a frenzy, and before you know it,
then they're talking about a stolen election. What? Oh, I just offended like all your listeners.
Yeah, everybody actually. Yeah. Well, but in all fairness, there was a stolen election, so there's that. Am I allowed to say that anymore, or will I get censured?
Probably get censured.
Speaking of,
sutured.
What is it? Bill Barr got censored by his party unanimously. There's 7 Republicans crossed the aisle and voted for Donald Trump and his impeachment, which was a joke to say the least. But yeah, I mean, You got me all over here on election land. I'm trying to think my way back out of it here. I'm trying to not go down that path because I don't want to rage against rage on everybody on this icy cold Tuesday morning.
Well, you want to talk about kitty cats? Kitty cats, mice?
I hate cats.
Just trying to bring you back.
Oh no, I'm back. I mean, I'm here. I mean, we've got a story here that really got me going this morning. Every redneck every redneck within the sound of my voice will identify with this. I mean, everybody's seen a UFO or knows somebody that has.
Sure.
Hey, man, you see that unidentified saucer up there? You know what I'm talking about. You know, now he'll polish off a bottle in a hurry, and so sometimes you gotta wonder what's he seeing. But he's always talking about, Bill down the road, Johnny's cousin Bill. Mm-hmm. He's down there talking about that UFO thing he's been seeing, that shiny object he's been seeing in the sky. Well, the U.S. Pentagon has come out and admitted that it has held on and tested wreckage from UFO crashes. First of all, I didn't know that was a thing. Like, we actually have UFO crashing? Like, UFOs are crashing.
Well,
that doesn't mean that they're alien.
Well, 2020 was so crazy that everybody breezed over the fact that the U.S. Air Force came out and said, we have UFOs. Like, nobody even talked about it.
Well, Connor, I'd like to talk to you for a moment, please. Do you have any interest here in UFOs?
Not really, but it sounds to me like if they're all being found like on the ground, they're not really flying; they're more falling. UFO, unidentified falling object.
They're a FUFO,
or unidentified crashed objects, also known as litter, trash.
Connor, were there any questions on the Merit Scholar test about UFOs?
What Merit Scholar test are you?
There were not.
He just took the SAT, dude. It's a PSAT based.
He knew what I was talking about.
Yeah, he just didn't want to point out the.
There were no UFO based questions.
See, he knew exactly what I was talking about.
Researcher Anthony Bragalia wrote a letter to the Defense Intelligence Agency 3 years ago requesting details of UFO material and tests that may have been carried out in response to his Freedom of Information request. By the way, gotta love a good Freedom of Information Act request. The DIA released 154 pages of results, including information of a memory metal. What is a memory metal?
A metal that remembers.
Called nitinol, Nitinol, which remembers its original shape when it's folded. So wait a minute. Stop. So you mean to tell me the Pentagon has found a metal that is foreign to us that remembers its shape, like you fold it into a paper airplane and it goes full-blown transformer and says, nope, I'm going to be flat. First of all,
that's legit.
You can fold metal into a paper airplane. That's dope. Can you imagine what damage I could have done in elementary and middle school with a metal paper airplane? Good Lord.
Or just
I would have been sniper. I'm talking about just picking them off from. They'd be like me in the ball pit with that ball cannon. Bop, 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 bop.
Could you imagine Hornets? Rubber when you
Oh
fold
no!
The rubber band
yes,
hornets.
That would have.
Those were lethal.
Oof, oof. That's Assassin's Creed level there, son. Nitinol, memory metal. Like, this is crazy. This is crazy. The DIA did hold back certain details, including whether any materials could be of alien origin. So is that?
So where did we find it?
Well, that's the thing. I mean,
I don't know. Do you think they're just messing with this guy?
Well, think about it. Think about how many other governments are in the world that are making stuff. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's out of this world, right?
Are there other countries smarter than us, though? Wouldn't we be the first to have it, typically?
That's a very American, arrogant way to think of things.
When have we been? I mean, but how often have we been beat? Last time I checked, we're back-to-back World War champions, son.
Russia, China, Iran.
Shoot, can't touch America. America, red, white, and blue, freedom, patriot, Eagles, all that fun stuff. God, guns, and football. Amen, a woman, and roll tide. Boomer and the Beard will be right back.
Boomer and the Beard.
As you know, our friend Mike Lindell has a passion to help everyone get the best sleep of their life. He didn't stop at the MyPillow. Let me tell you something. I just got my Giza Dream bed sheets, and they are unbelievable. Mike found this cotton called Giza cotton. It's incredibly soft, super breathable, extremely durable, 60-day money back. That same money back guarantee, that same 10-year warranty that you have on that MyPillow you love so much. The first night you sleep on the Giza sheets, you will never want anything else. Let me tell you something. My son, he's 4. He knows the difference. He knows the difference. He said, Daddy, where are those soft sheets that Mr. Mikey sent me? I said, don't worry, kid, I got you. Pulled them out of the dryer, put them on there. Listen, you right now have a special offer. You will receive 2 for 1 low price and free shipping on the Giza Dream Sheets if you call 1-800-889-7318 or go to mypillow.com/radio specials. Use the promo code BEARD. Again, mypillow.com, radio specials, promo code BEARD.
So, what do you want to eat?
I want something fastastic.
Fastastic?
Yes, fast yet fantastic.
Sounds spiff-delicious.
Well, then let's go.
Eat more chicken with Chick-fil-A in Decatur. They have the tastes that you can't get anywhere else, from fantastic snacks and sides to the often intimidated but never duplicated original Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich. Delicious and juicy, boneless breast of chicken sandwich with its signature pickle slices. Now that's how a chicken sandwich should be. Always freshly prepared and backed up by award-winning My Pleasure customer service. Chick-fil-A believes in providing guests with great tasting food in a comfortable environment, making it the best restaurant experience you will get. Download the Chick-fil-A app today. Bypass the line and enjoy your Chick-fil-A even faster. 2 great Chick-fil-A locations in Decatur, ready to serve you. Stop by today on Highway 31 South and on the Beltline in Decatur.
You don't need a diet. That's work. You don't need a stylist. They're overrated. And you don't need to hang out with older or fatter people just to seem better in comparison either. All you need are these masters of video production. They'll make you look good.
Make your videos look good with Cotton Row Productions, the official live stream provider of Hometown Heartbeat and The Dale Jackson Show. We can handle events, church live streams, and your digital advertising. Call Cotton Row Productions today, 256-289-7355. That's 289-7355.
Where is your haircut gone? We know you don't get out as much. You don't drive by your regular sport clips and pop in for that MVP haircut experience that is so much more than a haircut. But isn't it worth getting out for? For that legendary hot steam towel for your face, massaging shampoo that makes you melt into your seat. Oh man, you remember that, right? We found your haircut. It's right where you left it. Sport Clips. It's good to be a guy.
WVNN.
I don't know what we're yelling about! I don't know what we're yelling about! I I'm in a glass case of emotion.
Welcome back to Boomer and the Beard. I am Zach Walker, your big, beautiful, bearded host. We've been trapped in a glass case of emotion all evening here as we hunkered down from Icepocalypse 2021. We are digging our way out, and turns out roads are fine.
So not much digging.
Not much digging at all. Just a walking, just a boot scoot. Now it was slicker yesterday morning than it was this morning.
Yes,
far slicker.
Actually, it was worse on my drive home yesterday than it was on the drive in too.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you're out there and you're trying to get your day started, of course, if you're driving, we'd love to hear some road reports. 866-494-9866, 866-494-WVNN. Let us know what you guys are seeing out there. We'd love to hear from you. Myself, Ronald, Ty. We've got Bro Montana at Master Controls. Producer Connor is at his house remotely producing. Got him a few extra minutes of sleep. He's in a nice warm blanket in a nice dark room hanging out. I just hope that he stays with us the whole time, because you look, that's why I can't be in a dark room, bro. If you had me under a blanket in a dark room, I'd be gone. He gone. Cookie Dough Magic, proud sponsor of Boomer and the Beard over in Jefferson downtown Huntsville. They make the best. I mean, dude, you can literally go over there and get cookie dough in a shake. You could get it in a cone. You could get it in a cup. It's like shrimp. Boil, broil, fried.
We got shrimp sandwiches, shrimp kebabs. We got shrimp on a stick.
Now you're
sometimes I can eat shrimp off Zach's chest.
Okay. So Cookie Dough Magic in Huntsville. Make sure you guys check them out. Give them a call. 256-817-8210 or Cookie Dough Magic. MyCookieDoughMagic.com. We got a little team going into the softball tournament this weekend. The NSA Worlds in Decatur called Cookie Dough Magic. We'll be repping our favorite pink jerseys and looking sharp and ready to roll. So we're excited for that. If you guys are excited, if you guys want to get out this weekend, we recommend coming to Decatur on Saturday or Sunday. Our team will be playing on Sunday, but we'll be at I forgot the name of it. Wilson Morgan Park over there.
Oh.
Yeah,
nice.
Be good.
Is this just one weekend?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's a world championship tournament, Ronald. It's kind of a big deal.
In the softball community?
In the softball world.
Yeah.
In softball circles.
I mean, the U.S. men's softball team is legit. That's no joke. To watch them play.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
They play in the Olympics.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they do. Isn't there slow pitch softball in the Olympics?
Oh, my goodness.
You know what? Connor, back me up again. I'm pretty sure there's slow pitch softball.
We've actually discussed on the show before. I care nothing about the Olympics.
Yeah, and by the way, Connor, my wife wanted to fight you over that. Like, my wife is your biggest fan.
Really?
And she wanted to fight you over the fact. She goes, "That's freaking un-American." Like, how can he even claim the red, white, and blue and hate the Olympics? And I said, I don't know. I had a lot of respect for him until he said that.
That's
I'm
true.
kidding. Softball at the Summer Olympics was on the Olympic program from 1996 to 2008.
Well, we're talking about men's slow pitch, right? That's not talking about women's.
No, men's slow pitch has never been.
Well, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know, and I'm trying to tell you that they have never been.
Well, have you ever watched a game of theirs?
Certainly, no.
I mean, a lot of these guys look like you. I mean, if you just take a look.
No, they're big boys. No, softball is not it's not a game of small, fast people. It is definitely a game of bigger fellas like myself.
Wow.
Which is why you should come out and watch over the weekend, because we got a pretty solid team. Now, that being said, we don't really care. We're going out to have a good time and play some slow pitch, so we're not going to be taking it too seriously by any stretch, because we all know, if you've listened to this show for any period of time, my slow pitch softball struggles have been well documented on this show. I have a tendency to turn into angry young softball guy. Yeah.
What's the home run rule in y'all's league?
Depends on the tournament, but typically it'll be 3 in a band. So you'll have 3. You can hit 3 home runs as a team, and then one person on your team gets a home run band, and so he can hit a home run every time he's up. And then after those 3, it's an inning ending out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wait.
Which
even
hurts.
if it's the first out?
Yes. So if you have hit your 3 home runs and you're not the band man, and you get up and there's nobody out, the bases loaded, and you hit a grand salami,
you're done.
Out 1, 2, and 3. We'll see you later.
Wow.
It's painful.
Yeah, because you could hit a home run every single time, pretty much, almost.
Yes, that's correct. It takes more skill in slow pitch softball to keep the ball in the yard than it does to hit it out of the yard.
Yeah.
And that's a fine skill that as a baseball player, it took a lot of time to come by, to be honest with you, because it's just baseball and softball are two very different games, especially slow pitch. But yeah, so men's slow pitch softball had never been in the Olympics, by the way. Good try. Did you know that the Gorilla Glue lady is back in the news?
I saw that.
Talking about old hard hat?
Yeah.
Yeah, old brain protector.
Yeah, picture something. It was a picture from behind.
Wave saver?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I even see here it says second woman tries to put Gorilla Glue in her hair.
Oh, my gosh. Okay.
Told to shave it off.
Now, if you're the second person that does something this stupid, you're just stupid.
Right.
Period. The first person, we think you're stupid, but we're not entirely sure you're stupid because we don't know.
Stuff happens.
We don't know if you just accidentally put, like if you saw Gorilla Glue and thought maybe it'd be a good idea, like it really was a hair product or something. Maybe your husband had it or something. I don't know what her deal was. Maybe she's an idiot. We're not sure. But the second person, definitely an idiot.
Yeah.
Definitely is. With as widespread as this news coverage has been.
They're not the first two to do it ever. They just didn't, the
well,
first.
TikTok didn't exist when the first person did it.
Yeah.
Guaranteed.
Yeah. Well.
I was just wanted to leave you in that quiet moment. And see how you handled it. She's back in the news because she raised over $23,000 on a GoFundMe campaign. Have you started our GoFundMe yet? I don't know what we're going to do it for, but you said you were going to start one, so I just want to.
Yeah, we have to do something really stupid to make sure people donate.
Put a cord up your nose?
To get it has to get stuck there. Like
we
it
can
would
make that happen.
It would actually have to get
some
stuck.
Gorilla Glue.
Yeah, we could.
Take Gorilla Glue, put it on the quarter, and then go up the nose.
No, I don't think so.
You're the only one with nostrils big enough to cover the quarter. So I mean, I definitely couldn't get a quarter on my nose.
Did I show you I could get my quarter on my nose?
No,
I just told you.
I just saw a visual measurement and said I think that'll work.
Yeah, I can get a quarter up there, 8 pennies up one nostril.
Oh my gosh, have you tried both?
Yeah.
Why?
Stupid. I mean, the same reason I know how to do a goat call. I mean, it's just the same reason anybody knows how to do any stupid human tricks, right? They just try it, and they're like, I'll give that a try.
So she raised $23,000. She plans to keep $1,000 of it to pay for emergency assistance and traveling expenses caused by her incident. But Brown is now doing well and has been told that she is Brown is doing well now that she has been through a miracle hair restoration, nicknamed Gorilla Glue Woman, or Hard Hat, or Wave Saver, or Brain Protector, any of the above. Tessica, which, by the way, just put a J on that. Just put a J on it. There's no reason to be that different. Tessica.
No.
Just be Jessica. I don't know. Parents, don't. This whole name your kid something crazy thing, I don't know when this started or why, but what happened to like John, Jim, Mary, Bob, Tom? Like,
well, they still have all of those. They just put a Y on them.
Or except for instead of that, it'll be Tom will be spelled Thom. Like, or they'll name him like Toman, or like people named Geoff. Like your name's Jeff, bro. Your name's Jeff. Yeah. It's Geoff. No, it's freaking Jeff. Like, what's the? I don't understand these weird name people.
You have a problem with names. You don't
no,
like.
I have
You don't
a problem
like
with stupid
two
people.
first name people.
I don't like two. If you can't trust a person with two first names.
Oh, we saw one. What was it? My wife showed it to me. She was like a different, like a list of names.
Yes.
And there was one at the end. She goes, "You'll never guess this one." And I was like, "All right." So I looked at it and I was like, "Man, JKMN."
JK.
Jackman.
No.
Jackman. No. Jiggy Min. What?
JKMN.
Noel.
Shut up.
That's like one of those.
You're lying. What are you talking about? JKMN equals Noel.
Yeah.
Hold on a second. JKMN. Wow, it does mean Noel. Holy crap. Except for it's got to have an O on the end. JKMNO.
Yeah, but it's like Noel. I was like, I walked away. I didn't know. I was like,
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, that's why that Key and Peele
Wow.
Yeah, Key and Peele skit
there, buddy?
is so popular. Ron. You better be deaf, mute, or dead, Ron. I know. See, I messed it up.
Yeah, ruined it.
I did.
You did.
I did.
Stutter.
But that's a good one.
You did stutter.
My cousin's name is Ron, but we don't call him Ron. We call him Aaron.
Because that's it.
Because that's how you say it.
Yeah.
Ron.
That's why that's funny.
I've always wondered like what the kids do like on standardized testing when you got to fill in the bubble for your name.
Well, I told you my story. So my name, if you spell my name out, it's G-U Lick. So all my friends, and when I was in, this is Justin, when you were in youth group and I was a youth group pastor or whatever, they wanted me to name my kids my balls. So when they wrote it backwards on a test, it was G-U.
Okay. Okay.
Is that over the line?
Yes.
I apologize.
Yes. Why do you insist on living in high school? Like you, and I feel like it was that way even when we were in high school.
What did I?
You love that period of life.
I do. I do. I would go back
It's
there.
a simpler time.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah. Way easier. You don't have to worry about mortgages and car insurance and all that nonsense.
Just got to worry about women.
866-494-9866, 866-494-WVNN. If you'd like to join us, the phones are starting to light up a little bit. We've got some people awake and moving. Give us a call. We'll talk to you next segment. Boomer and the Beard will be right back.
WVNN Athens, WVNN FM Trinity, a Cumulus station. It's 6 o'clock. News starts now.
From ABC News, I'm Sherry Preston. An Arctic blast in the south, deadly tornadoes in the southeast. Welcome to February 2021.
It's a new measure of cold in parts of Texas.
I can see my breath inside the house, which was kind of crazy.
The pre-dawn temperature here in Dallas was near zero, and nearly 4 million homes and businesses around the state have no power. Outside Wilmington, North Carolina, some people have no homes.
I understand there's 5 houses, 4 in flats. One of them's disappeared, and there's also missing people.
Audio captured by Broadcastify hints at the damage done by a suspected tornado in Brunswick County, North Carolina. Jim Ryan, ABC News.
It's believed at least 3 people were killed in that twister. If the weather holds, President Biden will travel to Wisconsin tonight for his first trip as president.
Milwaukee's Pabst Theater hasn't seen a live event since last March when the pandemic closed it. It's reopening for President Biden, who's holding a live CNN town hall where he'll take questions from Republicans, Democrats, and independent voters on his COVID and economic relief plans. The goal? Put more pressure on congressional Republicans to support bills that he may be able to pass without them. Andy Field, ABC News, Washington.
A lot of COVID vaccine sites have been closed because of the weather. ABC's Marcy Gonzalez says some shots are being doled out as concern grows about more contagious mutations of the virus.
British scientists say the UK variant identified in 41 states is likely more deadly. And the South African variant, found now in at least 8 states, appears to chip away at the effectiveness of vaccines. And researchers are now tracking 7 new variants originating here in the U.S. to see if they're more contagious.
Los Angeles County announcing it's reached the California threshold for reopening elementary schools for in-person learning, but only if schools have submitted their safety plans. The son of a suburban New York teacher who died of COVID is demanding answers. Karen Johnson's family says she was denied the chance to work remotely even after her doctor said she should be allowed to teach from home. You're listening to ABC News.
The IRS doesn't mess around. If they want your money, they'll take it. They can take your paycheck and bank accounts too, even threaten your home or business. Don't take on the IRS alone. If you owe back taxes, the smartest thing you can do is call Optima Tax Relief. The experts at Optima specialize in a powerful IRS tax assistance program called the Fresh Start Initiative. And their clients that qualify are saving thousands, even tens of thousands. One call starts the process to stop the demand letters, stop aggressive collection actions, and stop the IRS from targeting you. But don't delay. It's important to act now while you still have options. Optima is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau. Optima has already resolved over $1 billion of tax debt for their clients. Get your life back. For tax help you need, for tax help you